Yes, sir. Now, today, we gonna be talking about the South African rapper by the name of AKA. Now, I know it's been a couple weeks, maybe one or two, but a lot of y'all been asking about him, especially my South African family out there. So, shout out to my South African family, right? But without further ado, we gonna dive in on this whole situation, right? Now, interesting enough, on his Instagram, uh, these pictures were posted the day of his death, which was February 10th. Now, they were promoting, I'm not sure if this was posted, I'm not sure what time this was posted, so I'm not sure if this was posted before his death or after his death. Right? It would be even more sketchy if it was after his death, as if somebody else was in control of his account, because of the slew of pictures that was used and the fact that they did nothing but promote his next album that's coming. He has an album that's coming up in about a week called Mass Country. Right? So whoever's if this was posted after his death, that would be really crazy. Right? But nonetheless, nonetheless, the pictures that they used, they're clearly showing you that AKA was down with the occult, right? The Masonic point, right? The 666 hand sign and the devil horns, right? To the sky. This is his God. He's looking up as he's doing this, right? So we can clearly tell that AKA was down with the occult, right? So let's keep on going. Now, AKA was shot and killed at close range outside of a restaurant. Now, if we take restaurant, murder, and rapper, we get the number 38. We get that number, murder by numbers. And coincidentally enough, if we take his first and last name, Kiernan Forbes, we get 137, just like restaurant equals 137, and that's where he was killed outside of. Now, if you don't understand what you're looking at, this is the practice of Gematria, simply turning letters into their numerical value. So all we're doing is simply taking the letters. A is 1, A being the first letter of the alphabet, B is 2, C is 3, so on and so forth. And when you take the letters and add them up, this is what they happen to equal. So it's very interesting that Kiernan Forbes and restaurant have the same numerology, as this is what he was killed in front of. Right? So with that being said, man, let's really dive in on this situation, man. We're going to peel this thing all the way back, man. Come on. Right? Rapper AKA, right? This was his the stage name that he went by, AKA. Now it's interesting that AKA was killed 13 days after his birthday, just like AKA equals 13. A being the first letter, K being the 11th letter, A being the first. Now you see how it's breaking down. Now you see how it's broken down. And this is how these people are being killed. But come on. Right? AKA was also killed on February 10th, which is the 41st day of the year. Now, the number 41 is a special number, being that it can only go into itself, like divide. It can only divide into itself and the number 1. Try it. You're not going to get an even number. You're going to get decimals. 41 is the 13th prime number. Just going right back to AKA equaling 13. This was his day. This was his day. This was his day. By the numbers. But come on. Right? Even taking in reduction form, right? Because we know that K is the 11th letter, right? So in the reduction cipher, that 11 turns into 2, right? 1 plus 1 equals 2. So taking it in the reduction form, aka equals 4. When we know that the number 4 in Chinese numerology is a very unlucky number, like the number 13 in the Western world. You know, like how we say the number 13 is unlucky, when they still break down to 4, like the number 13, what did aka equal? 13. Now they say when spoken in Mandarin, the number 4 sounds just like death. Chinese people typically avoid the number because it holds so many negative associations. As you can see him throwing up the devil horns right there. So slick, right? So he was playing a dangerous game, right? And it did nothing but bounce back. Right? Playing this game is like playing Russian roulette. But come on. Right? Now, what's so interesting, his most recent album before his death was an album by the name of Touch My Blood, where he's in the Red Room. Now, we already know what that means when they take a picture in that Red Room. Now, I'm going to hit y'all with something that y'all might not have known about, but for now, we're going to just keep it on AKA for a second, right? Because we know what this Red Room symbolizes. When these folks take this picture in this Red Room, they symbolizing either they're going to be the blood sacrifice or somebody else around them is going to be blood sacrificed. The Red Room, man. Come on, man. We done seen it so many times, man. With the Migos, with the Culture 2 album, DMX in the Red Room, G Herbo in the Red Room, all his friends keep on getting killed. All these folks taking this picture in the Red Room. Rihanna took a picture in the Red Room. Her cousin got killed in Barbados. Come on, man. And it's so crazy that the day that this album came out, right, called Touch My Blood, it came out June 15th, 2018. Now, if we take it to AKA's death, we get a span of 1,701 days. Just like Touch My Blood equals 171 in the English language in reverse. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. We know in numerology rules the 0 is null. The 0 has no true value. So we have 171, just like the damn album name, man. They touched his blood. All this stuff is symbolic. They telling you. They putting this stuff out for a reason. It's a reason why they put these things out. But come on. Right? The days left in the year when this album came out was a day, on a day leaving 199 days remaining. Now, 199 is another prime number. 199 is the 46th prime number. Just like sacrifice. So he dropped this on a sacrifice day in the Red Room, which symbolizes sacrifice. So the sacrifice was all over this album right here. It was all over it. Right? But come on, man. Now it's about to get juicy, right? Because I'm about to throw something at y'all that y'all might not have known about. Now, if we take his full name, Kiernan Jared Forbes, we happen to get 213, right? Because remember, we told you that even his rap name, AKA, equals 4, which symbolized death. So it's interesting that his real name signified death as well, with Kiernan Jared Forbes, equaling 213, just like death in satanic equals 213. Now death also equals 118, just like his rap name, AKA, equals death again with 118 in satanic. So it was death written all around him. I don't know who his parents was. I don't know if his parents was part of the order. They most likely was. He most likely came from a Masonic family. Mother was most likely an Eastern Star. You see what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Because to be able to even give him that type of name, the rap name, everything is signifying death. So his death was already manifesting. It was only a matter of time. You know, we all die. But his was cooking up, you know, quicker than most. But come on. Right? Now, interesting about that 21-3, right? That 213 signifying death. Now, on 21 February 2021, Forbes posted a picture on Instagram announcing his engagement to his girlfriend, Nelli Tembe. On 11 April 2021, Tembe died after a fall from a hotel in Cape Town. Now, we're going to dive in on that. So the girlfriend he was engaged to died as well from falling from a hotel. Now, AKA dies 21 months and 30 days after that. Just like death, 213, and his full name, 213. So, the events transpiring afterwards, man, was very strategic. Now, when his girlfriend died, when his girlfriend fell off the balcony, Mr. Kiernan Forbes happened to be 33 years old at the time. Just like Kiernan Forbes equals 137, which is the 33rd prime number. So was this his blood sacrifice? Was his girlfriend? Come on, man. Let's dive in, man. Let's dive in on the facts, man. Because if we go back to touch my blood, so he was signifying both. I told you this game ain't nothing but Russian roulette. Just because you make a sacrifice, it don't make you safe. This is a devilish game. The devil is a trickster. You might be good for, but he gonna come right back and get your ass too. Right? Because if we go back to this album, Touch My Blood, his girlfriend fell off the balcony 33 months after this album. Just to add the sprinkle on top, when we know that 33 is connected to Freemasonry, right? 33 is the highest degree of Freemasonry. Funny, right? Because she also passed away 147 weeks after this album came out. Just like Freemason equals 147. So was this his 33rd degree ritual at 33 years old? Interesting. Right? Now this was really crazy right here. If we take the span of the release of this album to the day that his girlfriend died, we get a span of 1,031 days. 1,031 is the 173rd prime, or another prime number. These are special numbers. So we get the 173rd prime. Just like his girlfriend's name, man, Nelli Tembe. I know Nelli was her nickname, right? But you have to take these things into account. Why do these articles word these things the way that they do? It's because they're getting the numerology across to you. Nelli Tembe equals 173 in reverse. Man, come on, man. Man, he sacrificed that girl, man. And even Tembe family addresses the National Prosecuting Authority on their suspicions on how they believe AKA pushed or threw his fiance off the balcony of their hotel room. I mean, come on now. These is black folks we talking about. Black people. Let me talk to my people for a minute. We don't fall off no fucking balconies. We have a heightened fear of falling off balconies. We stay clear away from balconies just off the simple fear that we might fall off of the balcony. Niggas do not fall off balconies. I don't think people fall off balconies. I don't think every time they tell you somebody fell off a balcony, man, they got killed, man. Who pushed them? Bro, people don't fall off balconies, bro. I don't think nobody in the history has just fell off a balcony, bro. Either you done got that person drunk, to lower they, you know what I'm saying? But they said in the autopsy, it was no alcohol involved. So you telling me as being a sober person and she just fell? Man, come on, man. They said at the time the couple was in Cape Town for a scheduled performance booked for the rapper. They say Tembe family also claimed this is the girlfriend's family. This is the girlfriend. Even the girl, you ain't got to take my word for it. This is the girlfriend family speaking out. And they claim that AKA behaved unbecoming during and after the death of their daughter. This includes allegations that he forged. This is what they said in a letter that they wrote. They said Forbes partied and drank at the hotel with his entourage following the passing of his fiancée. So on that same night, he went on to drink and party. Now, AKA ignored Nelli, who was still alive for 20 minutes after the fall. So she didn't die right after she fell. She died 20 minutes later. They said he did not attend to his injured fiancée, who remained alive for approximately 20 minutes. He did not go to perform CPR on her. Instead, Stefanuto, a complete stranger, cared enough to administer CPR and call emergency services in an attempt to save Anele Tembe's life. That's her real name, Anele. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I clicked the South African button on my system, so I'm saying these things right. Now they say he cleaned up the blood, possibly concealing the altercation. They say Forbes cleaned up the hotel room. There was blood on the towels. So, okay, let's look at this. So he didn't go down there to attend to her fall. What he did was clean up the blood in the hotel room. So what that indicates is it was an altercation that transpired before she even fell, before she even got pushed. So they was obviously fighting. Somebody was fighting for their life. If he was cleaning up blood, this wasn't no argument, no bickering, no debate. Motherfuckers was already fighting for their life when they was in that hotel room. And what he was doing, cleaning up the evidence. Cleaning up the evidence. He was probably whooping on her, probably beating her up, man, beating her up bad, so he could get her hurt enough to finish the final blow. Right? This ain't no other way you can see this one. Come on, man. Who fall off their balcony, man? Don't nobody just fall off their balcony, bro. She was pushed. But come on. Right? Because he even went on to do an hour and 13-minute interview speaking about this whole fiasco, right? You can look at it and, just watch his body language. Watch how he, when the tough question comes and, body language never lies, right? But even then, in the numerology itself, right, the interview was an hour and 13 minutes, just like the number for dishonesty, 113. Just like a couple other words, green screen, dream world, fake reality, sinister, divorce, infidelity, perjury, disinfo, not factual, not true broadcasting, mainstream bullshit, election day, politics, puppets, illusions, fictions, not honest, and dishonest. All equal 113. So as soon as I seen the length of this strategic interview, I knew right then and there, yeah. And then just watching, like I said, just watching his body language, it spoke for itself. You don't even have to know the numerology behind the situation unless you're just a blind fan. But come on. Right, fiance, right? Fiance murder in the city of Cape Town, South Africa. All have the same numerology. So was she murdered that night? I believe so. I believe she was not feeling like she wanted to, self-delete. I feel like she was killed that night. But come on. Right? Now, if we go to the current situation at hand that involved Kiernan Forbes and his friend, Tabelo Tears Motion. I told you I'm going to sound like I know these goddamn names now. Now, they said they were shot and killed together, right? His friend was shot and killed together. Now, if we take both of these people that was killed around AKA, they both have the same numerology of 173 and 56. Now, AKA died at the age of 35. Just like how he died on 35 date numerology, February 10th in the year 23. He died in Durban, South Africa. When Durban, South Africa synchronizes right up with ritual sacrifice with the number 73 and 107. More importantly, the number 73, because his girlfriend fell off the balcony 73 days after AKA's birthday. Just like ritual sacrifice equals 73. So somebody wanted him out of here. I'm looking at it like this. Maybe somebody wanted him out of here for what he did to her. Because it came right back around like karma. He got hit by the same numbers that she did. So somebody wanted him up out of here for what he did to her. But come on. Right? Because his girlfriend passed away 2 months and 14 days after his birthday, just like his first and last name, Kiernan Forbes, equals 214 in the English language in reverse. A is 26 in this cipher. Z is now 1. And these are the things that you happen to get. Right? Now, he was also involved in a race ritual. Right? Durban, South Africa equals 181, which is the 42nd prime number, just like the N word, equals 42. He also lived for a span of 420 months, just like the N word equals 42 as well. Mass Country, his new album that's coming out, go buy it. Right? Mass Country equals 42 as well. And it's a lot of orange. It's a lot of orange in this picture. Right? Orange, with his first sacrifice being 33 at 33 years old, his fiance died 33, weeks, 33 months after that album came out. Even his name equals 137, which is the 33rd prime number. So it makes sense as to why one of these pictures was, in his last photo, with orange being the only color, which equals 33, right? And you can see, if you pay attention to this right over here, you can see the all-seeing eye right here. So it's a lot of things that he was showing you that he was down with the occult, right? But continuing the race ritual, right? Continuing that. With him passing away on the 10th of February, 102, when the N word also equals 102, as Durban, the city he died in, equals 102, and Kiernan, aka Forbes, also equals 102. Right? So maybe it was someone who was also heavy in the occult that, practice, these type of things as well. And got him up out of here. Because I think it's directly linked to his girlfriend passing away. I think someone didn't take lightly to that happening to their loved one. Right? But come on. Even girlfriend, like his girlfriend passing away, girlfriend equals 102. When, once again, Kiernan, aka Forbes, equals 102 as well. So this is why, she was, he knew what he had to do. He knew what he had to do. Right? Now this one is crazy. On the 21st of February, Forbes posted a picture on Instagram announcing his engagement to girlfriend Nelli Tembe. On 11th April, once again, that's when she passed away. So she was killed 1 month and 21 days after their engagement was announced. She also passed away 49 days after their engagement was announced. When South Africa, right, the location of her death equals 121 and 49. Also, blood sacrifice equals 121 as well. And this is where the blood sacrifice occurred, in South Africa. So it's interesting that this numerology is present in this situation. Right? Also, AKA was 33 years and 2 months old at the time of this blood sacrifice. Just like blood sacrifice equals 332. But come on. Uh, AKA passed away 670 days after the death of his girlfriend. Just like blood sacrifice equals 67. So see, somebody else wanted him gone. Right? Somebody else wanted him gone. Because the day he died, says blood sacrifice just like the day she died. You see what I'm saying? So I believe this was an exact correlation to his fiance passing away. But come on. Right? What's also crazy is Nelli Tembe. So obviously they had some type of toxic relationship that everybody knew about, because she posted her engagement ring and went on to say, LOL, you honey saying it will end in tears. Speaking about their relationship, everybody said, you honeys saying it will end in tears. And what do you know? Both of them are gone now. Now they said learn a thing or two, because joke's on you, lovies, for being effing trolls. Happy freaking Monday. In little ass words, I'm happy. Right? So that's just crazy that even her fans or loved ones, I guess, didn't approve of this engagement, because they already seen how toxic they was. That's what this seemed like. I don't know the inside of their relationship. I'm pretty sure a lot of my South African family out there, they do, because they the ones that told me to do this video, right? And it's just so crazy, man, that she said it, man. You honey saying it will end in tears, man. And that's exactly what it did, man. It ended in tears, man. Right? But the day that, I'm not sure if this is the same day that this picture was announcing the engagement. I just thought that was very interesting. Doing some research on their engagement, right? But the day that they announced the engagement, right, was actually on Kill Numerology, right? February 21st, 2021. Right? Breaking that down in different ways, we get 64, 28, and 44. Just like Kill. Right, so this engagement to his girlfriend was announced on Kill Numerology. And she was also killed on a day leaving 264 days remaining, just like Kill equals 264 in the Sumerian cipher, the English language multiplied by the number 6. So it's a very interesting situation, man, to say the least. Right, as you can see her, I don't know if she did it on purpose, but you can see the little slick little devil horns that she threw. So she might have knew what her boyfriend was into. They might have been very well aware of the game that they was playing, right? Russian roulette, man. This is the game that these folks is playing, man. Right? But y'all let me know how y'all perceive this situation, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, what y'all thinking, what you know, what you might know. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, man, that's all we got for this video, man. Appreciate y'all for all the support, all the love, and I'm out.